A first alert update. The two men charged in Manitowoc County in connection with the abduction of a 16-year-old girl in late November will be extradited to Wisconsin. You're seeing them right here. Both appeared in Carbon County, Wyoming court today. Alisar Solis Gomez waived extradition in a hearing this morning, allowing him to be brought back to the state to face charges. The court tells us that Pedro Perez Giron is also waiving extradition, but is waiting on a formal signature. The incident happened in late November when Two Rivers police were called for a welfare check after a family reported a girl missing. According to court documents, authorities tracked the girl's cell phone and data showed her moving along Interstate 80 in Wyoming. State Patrol there stopped the vehicle, found the girl, and arrested the two men. Both Solis Gomez and Perez Giron face a potential sentence of up to 15 years in prison if convicted.